And I want to thank you also for your friendship and for your leadership. You've been a great leader. Yeah. Your friendship and leadership, I want to thank you. I also want to thank you for bringing me to your convention, because it's good to be back in Wisconsin. Because you know the political dial in Wisconsin, and quite frankly, all across America, has moved so far to the right that it's almost off the chart right now. And I think it's time to think hard and to remember just exactly what Scott Walker stands for. Not just in Wisconsin, but all across America. Because he's the symbol of the anti-worker politician, the very worst of the right-wing extreme. See, Governor Walker stands for pushing every worker to the bottom, to a place with no unions, no prevailing wage, no decent public education funding, no federal student loans, no Social Security, no Medicare, no Medicaid, no voting rights, no job safety protections, no gender equality, and no food safety standards. See, that's his vision. A corporate welfare state paid for by each and every one of you, and beholden to no one. And he's not just willing for us to go to the bottom, he's pushing us. Now, the eyes of workers everywhere, quite frankly, are on you. Think about what we all face because of Governor Scott Walker. Think about the attacks that have intensified from New Jersey to Maine, to Alaska and all across the country. Think of what Scott Walker's re-election would mean for the anti-worker politicians of it. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? You see, Governor Walker's Wisconsin gave workers, Wisconsin's working families, a razor-sharp choice. When he tore apart public sector bargaining and slashed funding for education and turned his back on additional federal Medicaid funds and ran the state, not for the good of his people, but for his millionaire backers. So let me just ask you a question. Is Wisconsin ready?
Yes.
Are you ready to finish the fight that he started?
Yes.
Will you stand together?
Yes.
Will you stand together?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Hey, you're not in here. Are you ready? You see, Scott Walker wants to rig every game for the richest of the rich, and he wants the cold hard edge of the marketplace to run the world. If you're too young, too old, too sick, too poor, too anything, well, that's just tough luck for you. See, this isn't about partisanship, because not every Democrat's a champion of working families, nor is every Republican an enemy. We count many as friends. Unfortunately, these days, too many Republicans are right-wing extremes, and not enough of them are friends with us. But they don't govern. They rule. They run roughshod over anyone who disagrees with them. So when Walker gets the call from his Koch brother donors, he'll do exactly what he did the last time. He'll keep cramming the right-wing agenda down Wisconsin's throat without so much as a hello. Because he doesn't give a damn about Wisconsin's working families. He doesn't give a damn about our vision of America, our vision of a nation where you stand and you can enjoy the fruits of our labor and the freedoms that are enshrined in the Constitution. And here's the thing. These politicians like Walker, they know their values are not majority values. And that's why they scheme to shrink our democracy, to cut back our ability to exercise our rights as Americans. That's what the voter ID laws do in the state and everywhere else. That's what gerrymandering does. It amazed me. Wisconsin voters came out for working family Democrats overwhelmingly in 2012. But right-wing Republicans won 5 of 8 U.S. House seats. The gerrymandering of Wisconsin districts happened like everything else that Walker does. It happened behind closed doors, and it was shrouded in secrecy. And the goal was simple: to rob Wisconsin's people of fair representation. You see, these guys don't care about representing Wisconsin. They only care about winning elections, one way or another. And I gotta tell you, that's un-American. That's wrong. And we're gonna put it in. Okay? Well, let me tell you something. This isn't and can't be about business as usual. See, we're seeing radical change coming fast. And the question we face is, will we meet that challenge? Or will it simply hit us again where we stand? Will it push us forward? Or will it knock us over? That's the question you have. Because we have a choice. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of losing elections to people who don't represent workers in this state and across this country. I hate when I see workers on the bench or voters turned away because they don't have the latest fad in ID. When a factory closes because some billionaires ship more of our jobs offshore, well, first it breaks my heart. And then it makes me mad. When a politician targets vulnerable public workers, nurses, snowplow drivers, firefighters, first it hurts, then it makes me angry. And then I get to work. Because that's the only way we can win. That's the only way we can turn this thing around. That's the only way we can create an economy that works for every last worker. That's how we build power. You see, we're strengthening our unions and we're growing partnerships with our community allies. And I want to emphasize those last 2 points to you, because we've learned a lot these last few years. And as a result, we're better organized, we're more disciplined, we're more open, we're more accountable, and we're more focused. See, we're strengthening our political program so that we can elect leaders who will stand with us and then hold them accountable so that we can stand united for a better life. See, it's our job to make America work because we are the workers of America, from the hotels to the high schools